Is it going to follow you right now? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right. Start talking in the microphone. Let's see if that connects.
The other thing, before I do that, is will it still stream the audio even if it's not streaming from that device?
I can go look at the raw feed. And the raw feed will have your audio, whether he puts it to the production or not.
I'm just going to talk about stuff. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2026 King of the Hammers. Yeah, it's all go here this morning. A slight studio change just before coming on here. So it's been a bit of a hectic thing, but I can relax now. I'm in my sun lounger chair. And we're actually looking right now at the view out the front of the 4655 Pinillos machine, the Jeep. It's a wonderful, Baja class-winning, absolutely amazing machine in there with Justin, the Warm Bench magician, who hopefully he won't be doing too much winching today, but you never know, they've got all the right equipment. Anyway, good morning from Johnson Valley, and in particular the Savage Garage. Might be a little noise here and there when Mr. Savage leaves in a while to finish tuning his car, and we'll just have to we'll just deal with that. As you do when you're at Amazon, everything always works out quite how you're expecting. So anyway, this broadcast brought to you by Warren Witches, Factor55, and of course the very honourable Gear Shift Garage. So we're in the long line then, where this is a really nerve-wracking part when you're a driver and you're just sitting in your car waiting, people coming up saying hello, and you're still waiting, and you just really want to get to that line and get that man waving that flag at you. That's all we need.
So, just put up here and ask the viewer to swap to you and let you kind of control the thing. So, I assume there's going to be some latency, but you would see you on here, right?
Okay. So I'm getting cues from my director, and sorry about that. But that's what happens when you just come to the desert and set up in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of wires and cables. So it's been a fruitful morning. We've learned a lot of stuff about technology, but we're just pleased to be here. But like everybody is, thousands of people come to this event every year, and I think most of them are here just to watch the Sergio in his Jeep in the 4600 stock class. He's down there from Dora, Florida. So he's been exploring up here, King of the Hammers. He's not unaccustomed to racing, this guy. Years of experience putting the Jeep through its trials. So co-driver then, Justin Andrews, as I mentioned before, he's off there and Warm Winch with all the stuff. If you're at Hammertown, you can't miss their great big fancy trailer. It's got I think I was told this morning, a $20,000 wrap on it. So makes wrapping Christmas presents seem rather cheap. So let's go through some of Sergio's sponsors then while we're waiting for him to wend his way round this merry line to get to his start position. He's got some Sparco seats in there, which are probably the most comfortable race seats that are available. That they make it nice and comfy. You know, when you're at Hammers and you're just driving around, racing in the 4600 class, you need something to really, like, you know, cushion your bottom, shall we say. So they've got them in the car, so that's all good. He's got rugged radios for comms. He's also got his Starlink Mini, and that's what he's streaming to us with, and then that's going all the way to Ohio. Mr. Trevin up there at Gear Shift Garage. He's the one, Montana, he's moved. He was in Ohio yesterday, but today he's in Montana. So that's pretty cool. I don't know why I said Ohio. Montana, you know, big country. big sky come through. So he's got rugged radios in there then. Rugged radios are good company. They have a huge marquee here. A lot of race cars go through that, getting their stuff equipped. And another message from my director.
Jerry's about to swap you here in a second, so you should see you, and then take
That's going to be frightening.
And then
When it shifts over to me, it's going to be very
and then take it from the top. There's some latency.
There's some latency.
So there'll be
Told you I meant the last time.
20 or 30 seconds between
Since,
when
yeah.
you see you and when.
Anyway, good morning. If you're seeing me for the first time, congratulations. Well done, you found the link. And here we are, set up in the Zach Savage 4400 garage this morning. We were going to be in the warm booth, but had some technical issues up there, so we decided to start down here and reset all of our equipment down here. And we're finally back online and going for it. Yeah, there is a little latency. When I nod my head and then 10 minutes later it nods on the screen. It's a bit off-putting and I'm not going to watch. But I hope you all do. We're going to be here all day, the whole time that Sergio's out there in his 4655 car. Of course, this live stream is brought to you by Factor55 Gear Shift Garage. Yes, sir. All the equipment that you need there. Log on, tell your friends. Don't forget to share what you're watching with your buddies. We need to get our numbers like going through the roof if we possibly can. I don't see any reason why we can't. So it's going to be a longish day. Hopefully Sergio is going to pull out all the stops. There's plenty of experience racing in all forms of motorsport. And like I said earlier, he's recently back from a class-winning experience down there in the Baja 1000, and now he's here at King of the Hammers 2026. And we are here wishing him all the best, all the mostest of luck. Even if there is no such word as mostest, we're making it a legal entity right now. So, rugged radios in the car for him, and he's got some unique componentry, which is the name of the company that allows you to mount your Starlink Mini or your whatever onto your car. And yesterday, I think there was some video floating around of a car coming down the mountain with a Starlink Mini mounted to the top of it and rolled over about 4 times, and the Starlink Mini was absolutely fine. It was still streaming. You can see from a lot of the in-car stuff. Hopefully we won't see too much of Sergio's in-car when he's rolling down the mountain. We'll try and keep him on all 4 wheels for you. But unique componentry there, a very important factor if you're going to be live streaming is to have that thing so it doesn't fall off the car. So Pro Eagle jacks also on the car. Pro Eagle, we run Pro Eagle. We have that little air jack for our side-by-side. It's they make amazing equipment. We're always never been disappointed with the stuff we get out of the box with them. And they have all sorts of jacks. I mean, literally all sorts of jacks, from workshop jacks to big wheel jacks. You must have seen those big wheel jacks they make. Absolutely awesome. The whole car powered really with his 6-cylinder Jeep engine, but what starts it is those full throttle batteries. Full throttle batteries in durable design and no maintenance. So we run those on Model 2. They're a good battery. We've had no issues with them at all. So his drive lines, current drive line, they make firm members, they make CVs, they make stuff for everything, for cars and trucks, Fords, Mopar, GM. They make actual shafts and obviously spare parts to support anybody that's doing their racing program. Rock Crawler, main sponsor of the 4655. They built the car and equipped it throughout this class-winning Baja 1000. Rock Crawler can be found at bajarockcrawler.com. So we presume that he's still in line and waiting for that start. You can see it's an absolutely glorious day here in Johnson Valley. As normal, the organisation has been absolutely amazing. So we're going to go back and Sergio has moved up the line, and we'll go from there. In any case, welcome again, once again, to this warm winch Factor 55 gear shift garage presentation. And if you're actually in Johnson Valley, in Hammertown, if you go by the warm winch booth, I think if you ask nicely, you might be able to snag yourself the Gear Shift Garage t-shirt. I know they've got some shop rags there, which are pretty cool. Might have pinched a couple of them for myself. But they certainly have some t-shirts up that they're giving away. They also have some stickers, even a very few lighters I saw, and some DVDs. They're all up there at the wall winch booth, and I'm sure if you go by there and ask them nicely, somebody will be able to pull a t-shirt out of a box for you. But my spot this morning, I'm sitting in the garage with I've got Zach's 4400 and Mark Edwards 4900 class UTV. I actually finished cameras last night. Came across the line. Had a few problems yesterday, but he made it to the finish, and that's his first attempt at King of the Hammers. Although we're not going to be talking about him, it's a pretty damn good deal when you manage to cross the line the first time out. The great thing about being in the pit area down here at King of the Hammers is the noise of these motors you can hear in the background running. People out there tweaking and deaking on their vehicles. The main point of racing today is the Everyman Challenge and the stock classes and all the various classes that are involved in that. So we're pretty much set. Everything's set. The studio seems to be working, which is very nice. And we put together with dedication, that's for sure. It didn't take us very long to get set up here. We didn't have enough bandwidth for everyone, and so we decided to make a move down here. So we're not in the booth up there at the Walkwich booth. We might be there tomorrow, or we might be back here in our luxury studio in Johnson Valley. Anyway, I'm going to take a short break, give me a little wet the whistle, and we'll see you back here later on. Not so very far away.
How are you two?
It's still going. Never stop.
Gonna switch the mic.
That's something's
It should not without adapting. But if you're listening to this is technical talk we're doing here. You can hear we're doing technical talk. I'll read all your text there, Zach. I got a director and a producer now.
We turned this to what? Here. Okay. What is that on?
I put it on the King of the Hammers. I bought it.
We're going back because he's off.
Well, but so I just asked them, can they hear you if we're not pointed at you? out on the screen that they can't hear you? That's what I was asking.
Something like the voice now.
Is it, do you see yourself?
Oh, I see him in the car.
So that's what I was, let me clarify, But I just asked, like, can they hear you talking even when we're not pointed at you? And he said, unfortunately, no. Like, what the fuck? That seems like it would be very important to do.
So they So if I talk now and it's streaming from the car, they won't be able, he can't hear me talking over the
I
car.
think that's what he's saying. But I'm trying to confirm that. Alright, they're saying make sure that your mic is on. It doesn't sound like the mic is on.
Well, it's not on now, it's switched on. I'll switch it on.
Huh? They said that they could hear you just fine, but there's a lot of background noise, like it wasn't coming from the microphone. Okay, you can't talk over video of the car running.
I can't.
No. Man, that is like not at all how. That is not at all how I thought that was supposed to work.
Hey, Zach.
Hey.
When do you want me to call this?
I'm about to tag you on a post.
Well, I was about to share something as well. I'll just reshare it first.
Okay, it's trying to post. It says.
I'll just share the pictures.
What happened here? Okay. It went out. You should be tagged in the post.
You're good.
Keys to your truck, I need to go get gas for the generator before we don't have any of this. Yeah. Tell me all the things that need.
It's a time for y'all bracelet.
No, second. This is just a little bit of rocks. Just a little bit of rocks aftershock. I'm trying to get my bearing straight. The bearing aftershock already.
Already got that one. Where's the fourth one?
If I talk over this, they can't hear it. Anymore. Except me, I can hear it. So, you can hear it. Bruno can hear it if I'm talking. But nobody else. Only when it's...
That's fair. Ow!
What's happening? Lots of dust.
It's dusty.
So you're in the text. You can talk to Gary whenever something happens. You want to go on. Just text Gary and say, "Hey, bring it back in the studio for a minute." You talk and then say, "Send it back live." Good. And then I don't know how we're going to communicate to him about the pits. Bruno? Who's at the pits? I don't have Toby's phone number. Toby took the cameras, and like Toby and Rachel were going to be kind of sort of working together to coordinate setting them up at each pit location.
I don't know. Right now, I
But
know
do
that.
you know their phone numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
There's a ton of people in Columbia too. There's you have my truck, you have John's truck, you have.
So when I was asking, do you have their phone numbers? What did you think I wanted to know?
Oh, man. You should ask me, give me your phone.
What?
Did I answer this question?
What do you think I was wanted? What do you think I wanted to know?
Are you asking me to assume stuff, or are you asking me to answer your question? We can play that game all day.
Can we have those?
You can.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I got them. I mean, you don't have them, but I do have them.
Next question. Aftershock. Look, they're not taking the bypass, and it's free bypass. Maybe the bypass is not that great.
Oh yeah, that line to the right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we went up to the line on the right. You remember? And like, there's like the drop off there sucks, and we were like, oh, you weren't in the car with me. When we were in the 4-seater, we went to the right in the JK or whatever, and then yeah. So when he gets down to the end, it's a big drop. It kind of sucks.
Okay. That's supposed to be a free.
You can hear us. You hear me laughing? Gary must have figured it out. You can hear us talking.
fast than I can breathe. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the conditions out in the desert are not ideal, but they've been a lot worse. The dust is busy there as Sergio gets up in some traffic. I'm sure Justin's sitting in the passenger seat shouting at him very carefully over his rugged radio comms. And we see vehicles every now and then that they're passing. Some of those are going to be force workers, marshals. Some are going to be race cars that are already having problems out there. With the good old Jeep still thundering along here. As you can see, the course is getting ground in. When I say ground in, I mean it's getting some serious rutting up. At the 4900s and the pre-running that's been going on. And now these bigger cars now start to really rut it out in certain places. It's a kind of sandy loam out here, and it can give great traction and also digs out furiously. Like he's closing in on somebody there. The reliability of this car is what helped it make it through Baja. That along with its race iron wheels. Oh.
Sarah said it's like really quiet.
We can see the car and hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I figured. That's what.
But I don't know, is there a turn up on the mic? Sarah said it's really quiet. It's in the background, so you may just want to hold it.
Real close.
Maybe.
We can try that. Is he out of? Where is he? In aftershock?
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's way too remote. Left. He's not in the desert anymore, but he's not in the rocks. He's on like the meadows before remote.
Yeah. That's cool. You mean coughing?
Yeah.
Right. Even with the mic on. That's awesome.
No, probably from the ponytail.
Hey Zach, is there, can you turn the microphone, not the external thing, but is there a way to